Daily DIY, episode 11. I've got in this box right here a new wall shelf that I got from Ikea. I will not attempt to pronounce that name. This is a cool little shelf. It's almost like a dupe of like a string shelf. The styling's a bit different, but functionally kind of similar to like the string pocket, which I think is kind of cool. And this was only 30 bucks. One thing that I think is really fun about buying furniture from Ikea is just doing something on your own to jazz it up a little bit. I think a great way to do that is to give it a little bit of a paint job. Here is what the finished shelf will look like. So it has sort of these oval shaped sides and then 3 shelves that you can put on it. This right here is one of the shelf sides and the other one is wrapped in paper. I'm going to be keeping these their green color. It comes with 3 of these shelves and they're green also. I think the shelf looks really good in all green, but I thought it'd be fun if we dressed it up a little bit by painting each of these shelves a different color. I just wanted to show you what the shelf looks like put together in its original green paint. It's all wobbly right now because it needs to be mounted to the wall to be rigid, but just wanted to show you what it looks like. It's pretty cool. All right, I'm hitting each of these shelves with a quick coat of spray paint on the bottom side and then give it a little bit to dry, and then I'll flip it over and get the other side. I had to put down this plywood board because I needed more support so I could put toothpicks under this so that it wouldn't stick to the board, since the paint on the other side is still a little sticky. But now I'm going to paint the other side of these. It is very windy, by the way. I'm kind of fighting the weather. I got all the shelves painted, but it was such a challenge. The wind was so crazy, and so what ended up happening is that the blue shelf got blown over and into the grass. So I had to sort of stop for the day and wait until I could sand it back and put a fresh coat of paint on it. And then the yellow shelf, the color that I was using was a gloss finish, and it was just not quite what I was going for. So I ended up switching to this different color of yellow that I have, which is a satin finish. I did like the darker yellow more, but the satin finish is more important to me, and I still like this soft yellow color. So the spot that I decided I wanted to put the shelf at is above my Riso printer right here, so that I can use it for storage of things like the ink bottles and other small supplies. I have the rails very temporarily mounted on the wall using some command strips, which is a little dicey of a move, but I wanted to test the positioning of this shelf before I actually put any screws in the wall. So I'm just going to set it up like this just to look at it. I'm not going to put any weight on the shelves. I just want to see how it looks. I very much like how that looks. I think it would have looked great if it was just the green shelf, but honestly these extra pops of color really suit it, and I think it makes it really fun. Now that I've given the mounting position a test, I think when I finally screw it into the wall I might lower it a few inches. I feel like it's just a little too high. Hope you have a good day. Bye!